Click the links to join the Discord, but fair warning, it's absolute cancer. Or get on BitChute and Odysee, that kind of thing. SJWs outraged over marginalized and oppressed woman of color, body diverse, Gina Carano. One of the weird things about the Gina thing was the Epstein meme, which seemed to trigger them. It has become a left versus right issue. The left used to be the guys who said, question everything, don't trust authority. Over the years, the media has openly become just Marxist propaganda. CNN literally defends Antifa. So the message of the left has changed from question authority when they became the authority to accept the narrative. Kill your TV, the media is lying to you. That used to be a left-wing position. Now it makes the left uncomfortable because they know that they control the media. So when you say that the media is brainwashing propaganda, you're saying that the Bolsheviks are lying to you, which of course they are. Kill your TV sounds vaguely threatening to them now. The left has changed from the liberal libertarian left into authoritarian Bolshevism. One side, the literal fashionable people, are saying we want liberty, free speech, free association. The left is saying we want compelled speech, re-education camps, and a racial hierarchy. Oh, and we know what is in your best interests. Keep in mind that the most vocal Antifa types on Twitter are children who are confused over what bathroom to use. And I know that's a boomer meme, but we are adults. We were kids at one time. All this stuff now is just kids going through a phase. It is attention-seeking behavior. Are you going to keep dyeing your hair when you're 30? If you have blue hair at 30, it just means that you've decided to be a single cat mom for the rest of your life. Don't do that. Box wine, Xanax, and Twitter is a pathetic existence. The articles that covered Gina getting fired say her tweets are Istophobic, but they don't usually show them. Because Gina's tweets are perfectly reasonable. You can't point to one tweet and say it's a fireable offense. You can't even point to the totality of the tweets and say it's worthy of getting fired. These Twitter commie kids want Gina gone because she isn't on board with Hollywood Marxism. Trying to compel someone to advance a belief they disagree with is wrong. They shouldn't have tried to get her to list pronouns. Her reasons not to list them are private and personal. Obviously, the bigger issue is, by using pronouns, you're saying that you accept that one sex may use the pronouns of another sex, and it's perfectly valid. If you disagree with this proposition, you are a wrong thinker who must be doxxed, fired, evicted, your banks must cancel your accounts, and your kids must be attacked. If you disagree with pronouns, then it's acceptable to destroy you. These bullshies are literally sociopaths. Other people are not full humans to them if they disagree with them. They have been brainwashed their whole lives to dehumanize conservatives, Christians, and Europeans. They are so brainwashed, they think that only Nazis want free speech. They think they just voted a fascist dictator out of power. Voted a dictator out of power. They think a group of unarmed normies who didn't hide their faces were trying to take over the Capitol. The Capitol? Capitol. Here's a simple question. Why didn't they wear gloves, masks, and have rifles? How are they planning on taking over the government without even carrying rifles? Why is the media lying to us? Who controls the media? What is their bias? Imagine this. Schools tell one group that they're evil for the acts of other people. Except the kids don't feel evil. Something feels off with these Robin DiAngelo types. So somebody, like me, says, no, actually, you're awesome. You're not responsible in any way for the acts of other people. The media and teachers are brainwashing you. They are evil for the acts they themselves are doing. This feels right because it is right. The media and academia are evil. They do have an agenda. You know it. They are worse than those people in the sand who are teaching LGBT men that gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. Because the media and teachers have access to your mind. And I know this is a heavy topic for Google Tube, but we keep paddling up Poop Creek. Or rather, those who control the media and social media are dragging us. They are repeatedly calling half the country, I'll say fashionable. There are a lot of people who are looking into it and saying, maybe that is actually a good thing. Free speech, safe neighborhoods. If that is what these well-dressed crowd wants, and Antifa wants a mob of rioters who are struggle snuggling and excising from this mortal coil women and children, then clearly Antifa and BLM are the bad guys and their opposition are the good guys. Most people don't want to have to choose between Hugo Boss and the mouse suit. They just want to grill, but they wouldn't let us grill. So the Epstein thing is not a left issue. They suspect that Hillary took care of him, if they're being honest with themselves. But the media has been strangely silent on Epstein. They reported it as self-harm with toilet paper, and then they dropped the story. The left knows that there's some funny business going on with Epstein and the media, as if there's a can of worms that they want to keep a lid on. Gina's meme is sort of saying the media is lying to us. Another weird thing is the fanatical belief in masks and Fauci. Fauci literally has lied to the public several times. He is no longer credible. Once a source has been shown to be a liar, you can stop using them as a source. Gavin Newsom goes to dinner parties. Nobody was wearing a mask. He's telling people to do one thing while he does another. But the left still has a religious belief in the masks. The gift from China is sub-micron. The pores on dust masks are larger than that. It is somewhat akin to tossing marbles at a chain-link fence. The fence will stop some of the marbles, but most are passing through. But the bigger issue is that the media and government is pushing a narrative. At one time, the left would have asked for proof from unbiased sources, double-blind, placebo-controlled university studies. But to even ask for evidence means that you are a fashionable person. That is the insane clown world peak Weimar we have reached. Due process, facts, and evidence are now wrongthink. The left literally says, listen and believe. Are you out of your effing mind? That is how you get witch trials and lynch mobs. The Kathleen Kennedy Club listened and believed, and they solved their problems with hemp, not with due process. The modern left is controlled by violent sociopaths who burn cities and depart from this mortal coil women and children. They are the side of Epstein, Weinstein, Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, and they think they have the moral high ground and are capable of judging us. Their hero, Dr. Rachel Levin, will mutilate your children. Oh, and the left is now the party of censorship and book burnings. He says, the scary part of cancel culture is how quick companies bend over for these psychos. As far as Cavil goes, I like him, Superman. It's not exactly how quick they bend over for these psychos. The Disney psychos are the psychos. Twitter and Disney are on the same page. If anything, Disney is further left than Twitter, because Disney is more on the side of globalism, and there are people on Twitter there are people in Antifa and BLM and Twitter who are on the far, far left, but they are, I hate to say, honest communists and socialists. But yes, they are communists and socialists, and some of them even have a nationalist bent. They're not all globalists. Where corporate, these huge billion-dollar companies are almost exclusively globalists, and there is a big difference between globalism and socialism. Even international socialism, national socialism, communism is different from globalism. That's all I'll say about that. So when are all the Twitter mobster lefties going to cancel all those who made movies and were friends with Harvey Weinstein? Start canceling Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey, when they said she wanted to run for office in 2016, I looked at her and I said, she's probably got a lot of skeletons in her closet, and I think they're small. I get a weird vibe from her. And then I started to see some photos about Oprah, and she's got some weird connections to Weinstein. And so Seth Rogen, Meryl Streep, Alyssa Milano, Matt Damon, Quentin Tarantino, Clinton, yeah, Woody Allen, yeah, Epstein, Weinstein, Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz is there's a lot of creepy people in Hollywood, focus, who, you really want to read the room in defending Epstein, Mr. Dershowitz. Jeremy Tubin. Who was that guy who had seizures? What was that guy's name? The guy who watch anime, he's like tentacles turn him on or something. He's attracted to squid. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I will see y'all on alt media.